Well, guys, we just had an amazing weekend. We actually were in Oklahoma for a couple days.
Yep, went to a nice meetup, met a bunch of people, seen a bunch of people we've already known.
Yeah, we went to, where was it, Lake Eufaula?
Eufaula, yeah.
Eufaula is how you say it?
Yeah, it was very awesome. It was a very good time. We had to leave early because the storm was coming in.
Yes.
As you guys know, rain has been going on crazy around here.
Yeah.
And around everywhere else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm kind of glad we left. We left a day early, but it ended up storming pretty bad that night, and we were camping in a tent.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would have worked out very well.
No, it would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
And like we said, rain has been kind of our nemesis around here for months, it seems like.
Yeah, it does.
And it's still here. So today we do want to get some stuff done. We've been waiting and waiting for this weather to try to work with us a little tiny bit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it is going to rain today, but not till a little later. So hopefully we can get some things done before that happens.
Yeah, I mean, we got to,
Yeah.
because this is just getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
This weather.
Yes.
Can't get nothing done around here.
Yeah, sick of waiting around, guys.
We've been trying to work on this pop-up, and the amount of frustration with this thing for me, guys, is just up here.
Maybe that's
Quite honestly.
Maybe that's why your blood pressure is so high.
I mean, this is what happens and why we can't ever work on it.
We got a swimming pool, guys.
Yeah, we either cover it completely with a tarp and then it gets moldy, or we just cover it like this and try to bungee cord it down and everything, and it rains and the rain can't fall off and it creates a swimming pool. So then if all this water falls back in there, guess what we have to do? Wait until it dries.
Yeah.
And it's been like a never-ending, very frustrating cycle.
Yeah.
With this pop-up. I'm about to turn it into firewood. Quite honestly, I swear.
I know.
You got to make lemonade with the lemons you're given, I guess, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or the odds are never in our favor.
No. So we're gonna try something new today. See if we can get some stuff done to help this out. So I gotta get all this water out somehow. I do have a shop vac, as you guys know. I'm gonna try. It's gonna fill up to here, but then I gotta empty it and redo it because I really don't want all that water to go in there again. So it's gonna take a little bit.
Woo! Yeah, that filled up pretty quick. I will say this, at least we'll know our shop vac will be clean after this.
True. True, and true. I know you can use a water pump, obviously, guys, but I don't have just a spare water pump, like hanging around for a hose, and you can use like an RV one, but I don't know if you guys knew, but you can obviously use shop vacs to get water up. So if you didn't know that, now you know.
It is water-free now.
And there's a little bit of
water on there.
There was. I mean, there's a little bit of water that actually got in it, but nothing in comparison.
Yeah.
If it would have, all that water would have got in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know?
And obviously we did the tarp a little bit differently, so there is some airflow to help with the mildew that's in there.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to happen again, get it more moldy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so we're trying our best, but like I said, I think we have a plan for today that's gonna help this out.
Yeah, we're gonna end this madness.
Yeah, because, I mean, we picked the worst time known to man to work on this thing. Springtime.
With the rain.
You know what I mean?
Well,
with the rain.
I will say too, we didn't think it was gonna be like this when we started this.
This has been a very, very wet spring.
Yeah,
These
true.
storms that have been going through everywhere in the South and Central United States and different things, and just everywhere, have been really bad for everybody.
Yay. Yeah, a little bit of water went inside there, but nowhere near like it was when we got back from our cruise.
No, it was a swimming pool.
It was pretty watery in here.
So you guys can see I'm putting the tires back on because I'm moving this thing.
Yes.
It's no longer gonna be here. It's gonna be somewhere else.
Hasn't moved in a while. I was looking, this side must not get hit with the rain as much because this side, at least on the outside, it's less like mildew and stuff on it over here compared to the other side.
And then grab the other one over here. That wasn't very safe.
Yeah, that was a little intense there, but we got her. Off the jack stands now. For the first time in months, it's been off on the ground on some tires now. Straight. Stop. Okay. She's hooked on and ready to move.
I don't want to run nothing over.
Good.
I'll be dragging cables and stuff, so you're going to have to...
Yeah, I'll walk beside you.
I'll just get it over there and we'll just like lift it up and push it in.
Okay.
You know, it's not heavy.
No, it's not heavy at all.
So we'll do it like that.
Dana?
Is this better?
Yeah, dude, I can't deal with this thing getting wet anymore. So I'm gonna be working on it in here. There it is, good. That's good, right there.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, thank you, Steven.
All right, well, as you guys can see, we've decided to put it underneath this gazebo. Actually, somebody, like I said earlier in the comments of one of our videos, said, why don't you guys just put it underneath the gazebo at camp? Well, first off, we didn't want to take this over and make this a work area, right? This is our like picnic area. We have parties over here.
Yeah, our community area.
Community area, right? Like Melanie and Gary don't even know that I moved this over here. I just did it. I don't think they're gonna care. Okay, they won't. Because with us not having to worry about it getting wet and soaked and wasting days upon days upon days letting it dry out, and just the frustration of all of it because of the weather, I don't think it'll take too long to get it covered to where it can be outside. Maybe the inside might not be done, but the roof will be on, siding will be on, canvas will be back on, you know what I mean? So that's the goal. So we decided to put it in here so we can work on it. There's power right here, so I don't have to use the little jackery no more. We can just work on it in here, bring the saws over here, do everything we need to do over here. And then when this is done, take it out. Because this is, I'm looking at like it's kind of like a garage for right now, if that makes sense. We can close all this in, the rain won't really get it. It'll be good, and I'll be much more happier, and my blood pressure will go down from all the frustration of this pop-ups.
It won't get rained on like it will. Like it should be, we should be able to work on it more now. Because part of it is waiting for the rain, the water to dry and then work on it. But then of course it dries and then it rains like, you know, a couple days later.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so now
Right.
we won't have that headache of dealing with that, so we can actually come out here and like work on it. Even if it's raining, we could probably work on it.
Yeah, as long as it's not blowing rain in.
Yeah, you know.
Like
so.
to work on it, you know?
This is only temporary. It won't be in here very long. Hopefully now that it's here, it kind of lights the fire under our rumps to get working on it.
The
more.
fire has been lit. That fire has been lit.
Well, I'm saying like, we won't have to deal with the weather, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
This seems like the perfect area for it. I mean, there's already a pop-up over here. We brought our pop-up over here.
Yeah, Mel and Gary got their pop-up here. This is the pop-up campground.
Yeah, this is the campsite anyway, so,
Yeah.
you know, it's where it needs to be, I think.
Yes. Another good thing, guys, as you guys may know, we've been putting all of our tools right here. So now it's right here.
Yeah, we're very close to the tools.
So now we should be in business on working all this stuff pretty easy. And like today, I'm gonna start working on that roof like right now. Because the sooner I can get that done, the better.
This little shop vac, guys, serves more than one purpose for us. We actually use this, believe it or not, as our air mattress pump. For when we go camping, we just take this whole top piece off and we blow up our air mattresses with this thing. It just blows them up really fast and blows them up really good. So I like using this shop vac for more purposes than just vacuuming up stuff. It doesn't look like it, but I did vacuum up a lot of this water that was piled here. And
Yeah.
I made sure I got really good along the edges and between all like our cabinets and stuff underneath. Suck up as much of that water that's in there.
Well, it'll dry out for real now.
Yeah, now it'll really get a chance to dry out good and stay dry.
Well, keep your fingers crossed, guys, that this will work now so we actually make some progress on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if the boards were on the outside. They were, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were on the outside. And then the little things, those went on the inside of that bracket.
So like if this was that board, I know it's fatter, thicker, I know. It's gonna be like this though, right?
Yeah, with the little bracket thing on that side.
So in order to get the roof lined up the way it's supposed to be, I gotta put these on temporarily.
Yeah, I gotta get the rail lined up good.
And yes, I know everything's dirty, but that's okay for right now. It's okay. And what I'm going to do, let me see. I'm going to line these all up. Like I said, I know these are dirty, guys. The rails. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just trying to see how I'm gonna do this. I have to go double check some stuff. I mean, this is a total custom, literally a custom build. I can do whatever I want.
True, as long as it works.
I just gotta make sure it can go up and down.
Yep. Like that.
Down. Go up and down, and water can't get in.
Yeah. All right, we brought these over, and these are actually like the bottom tracks for these boards here for the outside edges of the roof.
Yeah.
We want to mainly bring this over so we can make sure we get the right measurements, make sure everything's going to fit good, making sure everything's in the right spot, like the brackets for the lifting mechanism here, making sure those are correct. We actually went back through and watched some videos just to make sure.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, because you don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and find those aren't in the right spot, because that would not be cool or fun.
No. You don't have to push down, just pull out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is the nerve-wracking part, guys, for me.
Yeah, I was just telling Anthony. I said, once we get the basic frame cut out right and the size done, it should be pretty easy to put the roof together. It's just framing it out, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just getting the right size, the angles right, making sure it's in the right spot. This is going to be the tricky part.
Well, I'm going to say this again because I know for a fact someone's going to say something. These are all nice and dirty, and I know that. Okay, these are going to be cleaned, but I'm just trying to get the frame ready to go, and I need all this stuff here, and I'm not going to go spend all this time cleaning it right now when I want to start working on this. We're going to clean all this stuff after the fact.
Yeah.
But right now, my goal is to get this frame. Right, where are the nuts, though?
A couple bags here. Right here, I bet. I bet you those are them right there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's them?
That's them. Got 4 washers, 4 bolts. Good.
Right on.
Good, good, and did I say good?
Yeah, we didn't lose them, so that's what's important.
Where do you think the washer should go?
On the outside.
Like this, right?
Yeah, with the bolt.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
So I thought too. Okay.
So you're gonna put all those on?
Well, that way we're working on them now. You know?
Yeah, we know which way they go on. Yeah, that looks nice.
What an ordeal this has been. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you.
But hasn't it been fun?
Oh yeah. Epic.
Just think how rewarding it's going to be that first time we sleep in this pop-up after it's all said and done. We're gonna be so happy and so proud of ourselves, I think. Even though during this whole process we've been really questioning our life choices. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Anthony's wheels have been spinning on this roof for weeks now. I think we were even on our cruise and he was like, yeah, that roof.
Hey, you talking about the roof?
Yeah, I was thinking about that roof and I think I know what I'm gonna do, you know?
Well, I mean, do you blame me?
Nah, I don't, but so with this plan that he has, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. It makes sense, but obviously you won't know until you try.
Just trying to see.
Yeah, this task right here has been proven to be very difficult.
Well, I heard so many people tell me, even at the meetup in the comments, that they think we're crazy. Because they never in a million years would have done this.
Yeah.
So I can just line the holes back up. That's what I was getting at, guys.
Yeah, line the holes up with the already marked holes on this frame. Make our lives a little easier. Like I told Anthony, we didn't change none of the holes around.
No, so they need to line up.
Yeah.
Lift it up more.
Okay. So here's the little brackets we're kind of talking about, give you guys more of a visual, but we know that it screws in on the bottom between the railing and the wood, and then it screws up on the top here to just to the wood.
Well, at least you guys get some change of scenery instead of the same old 3 trees.
It's true. Well, I'll say this, now that we moved it out from over there, we can clean up that area and have our yard back and won't have to look over at this trailer and be constantly reminded
True.
that it's still there and waiting for us to touch it.
True. It's way down here.
You guys scoot way down.
Yeah, I didn't know where it was at. Okay, hold that.
Of course that would happen. Okie dokie.
Okay,
We're getting somewhere.
we're getting somewhere.
I'll hold this side. Or that side. Which side do you want?
These got to be level too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you want
So
to
we
take
need to
that
find out the width of this. We need to screw one of these boards together, but this has got to be level. That's why I wanted my square. Good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, I need a longer screw.
Whoops.
No longer screw. I have to cut this one in order to screw it in. But it's marked.
Okay.
So then,
You want to cut it first, then attach it? Do you want to cut it and then attach it?
well, let me see. Oops.
Whoops.
Let me see about this one real quick. So I wanted to cut that one because this one, I'll cut that one and then get the length of this one because they should be identical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Well, if we
all
get
these
it right.
rails are in the way. That's the problem.
Well, we get to take it all apart again.
Well, we got to start cutting now.
I was
Just
going to say, but on
one
a good
piece at
note
a
is
time.
we're making some cuts, doing some fancy work here.
Well, we're lining up the holes,
Yep.
which is good. So that one's got to be.
So Anthony's got everything marked and stuff where we got to cut.
That and that should be the same width, same size.
Yeah, if both sides of the trailer are the same size.
Sure.
You mean to hold that one or? Good? Huh?
Yeah. Like it's so pretty. Like this.
Well, we got it all pretty much not framed out, but framed out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
At least the outside of it is good now. And we did run over to the old roof and actually just grabbed one of the brackets that run across on the inside. They were like holding like the roof and then like the inside, like the styrofoam and stuff that was in the inside.
Yeah.
But we are going to be doing things a little bit different on this because one, the old roof wasn't like framed out. It didn't have like, you know, 1x2s or anything running across. It was just open, like, you know, nothing supporting it. But we're going to be doing that on this one and then, you know, fix it on the inside so it looks pretty. But we got to figure out how we're going to attach these because this is where the canvas attached to on that, right?
Yeah.
That's where it goes.
Well, I'm gonna probably run, obviously full big pieces. On the other one, it has they're 1x2s, like this on the inside, and then these things. Of course, this is really hard to hold up, but it attaches underneath like this.
And then screws up from right there.
Yeah, from the bottom, and then there we go, and then screws in. I think right here. See?
Okay.
But what I'm gonna be using also are these, which I think they're too big. Yep, too big. So that is a bummer. Unless I can just do this. I could probably do that.
Put it on top of it.
On just the corner pieces.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not, as long as it's screwed in really well to the actual like frame and the 1x2s and stuff.
I mean, it's not that much off, right? Look. Not really. Well, it's not sticking out too much. So that's probably what I'll do. It should be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, plus when we build the roof and like frame it out and we put like stuff across the top, it's going to be way better than it was in the first place.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh, by far.
So
We're just gonna have to see.
yeah, we just want to make sure that the brackets line up with the lifting mechanism. You know,
Yeah.
on the wood. That's the most important right there.
Yeah.
So
So I'll probably do that.
yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Probably what I'm going to do. So I can put these in there like this, because the other ones, in the old ones, it was like just a little L bracket. Like a small little tiny L bracket was the only thing holding these things together, besides some staples, and I was all, I'm changing that up.
Yeah, beefing it up a little
That
bit.
ain't gonna fly with me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I got some good wood screws for it, and we should be in business.
Well, Anthony got all of those corner brackets in place and they fit very nicely. And of course it started raining, but it like sprinkled for about like 3 minutes and then it went away.
Yep.
But that's okay. We're working underneath the cover now, so I don't really care if it rains or not. Yeah, so he's putting in this 2x2 right around here on top. For good reason.
Yep.
I'm telling you guys, this roof is going to be built way better than it was originally.
You've decided to go get some boards for me, I see.
Yep, I just grabbed all of them. This is all we got. So make them count. A little bit of a bow board we got there. Just a smidge, but it looks like it's straightening out even when you're, you know.
Yeah, well,
turning it in.
when we do the bracing too, it's gonna unbow it if it needs to be unbowed. You know?
If it's bowing out this board.
Yeah, if it's getting this one all burnt.
Yeah.
When I do the studs or whatever you want to call them for the roof, it'll, because they're all gonna be the same size.
Would they be called trusses?
No. No.
Should we put an A-frame on this thing? Make it look like
I thought about that.
You did?
Yeah.
Putting a little roof-like style on
A
it.
collapsible one. But I was like, you know what? I'm having problems just getting able to work on it, let alone build an A-frame.
Yeah, right.
But I did think about it, making them connect somehow, and then you can pack it down. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to do something different with the roof.
Yeah, I
But-
would. It's okay, I got this going.
Yep.
$80 and 3/4.
80 and 3/4.
80 and 3/4. So that's what all of these are going to be. 80 and 3/4. I'm going to measure some more using this so they're all the exact same length.
That looks like it.
It could be a hair, and I'm talking a hair more. This is good for this.
Yeah.
I'll go like add an 1/8
For the backside?
for the in-betweens.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want it to be tight. You don't want it to be loose, but you don't want it to be tight. You don't want it bowing out. You don't want it bowing in.
Yeah. This little bow too. But...
Yeah, these are all the ones that were left outside. Not in the rain, but
They've been outside.
They've been out in
Well,
the-
we've had them in the pole barn.
go down,
Down?
down. Yeah, about right there. We don't have a pole barn. We have a unfinished supply room
It's getting there.
because we decided to work on a pop-up instead.
Yeah, but see, look, we're making really good progress on the pop-up now. I think we're moving and grooving again. But the supply room will be in the works again very soon. Very soon.
Let's hope. Now the fun part, guys. We're framing a roof.
Yes! Our original problem is being solved right now.
Let's get these framed out, guys.
Yes, we got out the miter saw.
Roxanne did.
Yeah, we're gonna be making well, Anthony's gonna be making a lot of cuts. So it's just easier to cut these with the miter saw. A little more straighter too.
There we go.
Yep.
Blame the weather.
Yeah.
Okay? I know.
Gotta-
Despicable. I have to buy brand new tools now.
Yeah, got a little rusty from sitting in the rain.
I can't find one of my star bits.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You probably need it too, huh?
Well, of course I need it. I can't find it.
Uh-oh. Do you have any other place where your
Nope.
bits might be?
Nope. I don't actually, baby.
Using your favorite tool.
Yep.
You like using this.
I do. This is a really good tool. I'm telling you guys, if you guys do woodworking and you don't have one of these yet, you need to go get one. Because these things are awesome. Like, so awesome.
Definitely makes pretty work.
And it's not even just pretty. It's actually like, makes it strong.
I was gonna say more
You know?
structural. Whoop.
Careful.
More
it ma-
structural.
It does. It makes, pocket holes are strong,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, compared to just screwing it in, you know?
Yep.
I just realized you drilled one of those out with the pocket hole and you didn't need to.
All right, got our nice flat roof done. I know it's a flat roof. It was a flat roof before. That's just the style this one was. So one thing we did forget to do though, now that we're all done, and even before, we forgot to crank it up to make sure it goes up and down.
Yeah, we haven't done that since before we tore it down. I think the last time we did was after we took the roof off, you know?
Yeah, the bolts aren't super tight though, but
Yeah,
it should be all right.
Yeah, it's not a lot of weight, but don't go crazy.
Well, let's hope, guys.
Well,
I don't have the stopper on it, so I don't know
yeah,
how
I
high
was
it
gonna
goes.
say, don't get too crazy.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, we got it back to work.
Yes, I'm so glad that that worked because that would have been a total bummer. I might have said some pretty foul words.
Some harsh language.
Yeah, if that didn't work.
Ooh.
But I'm glad it did. So that didn't happen. That just
We don't have one of these that can fall out, right? Okay, no.
Nah, they're all
It's that one,
bolted
but that
in
one's
on
screwed in.
top,
Okay.
mainly.
Yeah, no, it can't go nowhere.
But
Oh, that's great, guys. Look at that.
yeah, look at our roof. Isn't that nice? It looks so good so far. We're not even.
Make sure it goes back down.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea too. Might actually go down a little bit easier and better. See that?
Well, it needs to have a little bit more weight on it still, but yeah, look at it. Let's
Yeah.
make sure.
Last time we had to kind of push it down.
I'm on.
Look at that.
Well, I greased it too. I'm gonna have to put some more grease in it, but come on.
Well, we didn't really lift it after we put grease inside the tightener tension thing underneath there. Remember we put grease inside that?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember putting grease on there? In the fitting?
Underneath?
Yeah, on the.
Oh yeah, on the pulley?
Yeah, I'm saying we
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
really lifted it or lowered it down since then, so.
No, well that's this pulley, guys.
Yeah,
I put-
but that's still grease that helps,
Yeah.
you know, tighten it.
Ooh, I'm so happy.
I'm too. That's really, really good news. And that's
Yeah.
what we need right now on this camper, guys, is some good news.
Need some good news.
Well, we officially closed her down for the day. We do have a very, very nasty rainstorm coming our way.
Yep, and I don't think it's gonna get wet now.
No, I'm pretty sure we're well protected now. Thank goodness. Like
Yes.
Anthony just said, he's like, I don't know why we never thought of this before. So
I don't know. Like I said to you, I didn't want to block all this just in case somebody needed to use it.
yeah, that,
You know?
and then I will say too, it's kind of like one of these things. It's like out of sight, out of mind. You know,
Kinda.
when we're over there working and stuff. I mean, yes, we see it every day when we drive up here, but I don't know. We never thought of it. So, do you know who it was that said it?
No, somebody left a comment said use this, and I was like, I never even thought about that.
Yeah. So if you know who you are, that let us know about putting the pop-up in here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because it's gonna help.
Yes, this is a great idea. This is really gonna help.
It is. All right, guys, very successful day, I think.
Oh yes, it feels like it's been a long time since we've messed with the pop-up, and I'm so glad everything went great today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm happy we're finally making some strides on it. We get some stuff done, even if the weather's gonna be horrible. Now we have somewhere to at least get work done in the rain even.
Yeah, it's true.
So I was telling Roxanne too, it's kind of crazy because I think you mentioned it earlier, but this is like an exact reversal from when we moved here. We used to walk from over here and come to work over here, but now it's complete backwards.
It's
So
bringing back some memories, I'll tell you guys.
good day,
Yeah, very good day.
good work. Can't wait to get going back on it some more tomorrow, guys.
Yes.